As far back as I can remember, money seemed to vanish just as quickly as it appeared. I'd make money, spend money, go broke, make more money, and then repeat the cycle. It never mattered how much my income increased, I always lived relatively close to the bottom line. It was like walking around with a hole the size of Texas in my wallet. I remember realizing there was an issue a few years back, but what made it confusing was that I've never really cared much for physical stuff. I wouldn't spend much money on clothes or items, TVs, collectibles, etc. So figuring out the root of my financial problems was a bit of a process. The conclusion I came to was that my relationship with money was the issue. And this sort of ties back to the age-old question of whether money can or cannot buy happiness. I feel like it's idiotic to say that it can't buy happiness to some extent. But the issue is not in what it can or cannot get you, it's more or less the consistency. Meaning, if money is the key to accessing the things that provide my happiness, as soon as money is an issue, my happiness will become an issue as well. I feel like happiness or overall comfort is a lot like investing in the stock market, and one of the most important things to remember when investing is diversification. Look at it like this: if you had $100,000 in cash with the intention of increasing that amount via investment, diversifying the investment across various opportunities reduces the chance of you blowing up the account. Just like everything in life, it's kind of a numbers game. One investment might turn belly up, while the other might go to the moon. If you've invested in both, hopefully the positive increase will outweigh the negative. If we take this same theory and apply it to our emotional stability and health, we find a lot of similarities. This is a topic we could easily dive into for hours. However, for the sake of both of our times, let's just focus on the money basket for now. My issue was how often I used money as an emotional crutch. When things would get hard, I'd take myself out to a fancy dinner or maybe go on a spontaneous vacation, which, don't get me wrong, certainly did the trick, but as we all know, life as an adult is incredibly difficult, so I found myself using this crutch way too often. And if I didn't have the funds available for my usual routine, I really had no other way of soothing myself. Just as a diversified investment portfolio hedges against risks, diversifying your emotional strategies can create a more robust and resilient approach to life's challenges. Ignoring this rule is what led me to making some pretty poor financial decisions. The reason a habit like this is so difficult to overcome is because of where it comes from. And a lot of the time it's incredibly difficult to truly self-analyze and admit to yourself that a lot of it stems from things as simple as insecurity, fear of failure, or social pressures. When you combine those things with a lack of healthy coping mechanisms, past experiences, or upbringings that link self-worth to material success, it turns into a perfect recipe for overspending and unhealthy habits. This was definitely a shorter video, and I apologize for the long wait. In one of our previous videos, we started a Discord server, essentially a place for all of us to exchange ideas and support each other. We've had over 150 new users since the first video, and if you'd like to join, an invite code will be in the description below. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like or subscribe. A lot of time and energy goes into these videos, and that's a free and easy way you can show your support.